Good morning, everyone. Happy New Year. It is about 7 a.m. on January 1st. This is also, I think, the 8th day of Christmas. Not sure if I counted the days correctly. My name is Karina, and I'm coming to you from the Pacific Northwest. It is clear. It is cold. We are having kind of a normal winter day. It has been quite warm lately, so it is nice to see this, the lights out there at the neighbor's house. Nice to see them more returned to normal. Here's the moon. Walking out to the barn to feed the horses. Fed them early, like about an hour early yesterday, because we went out to dinner early to our favorite Mexican restaurant. Had a margarita and toasted the New Year. Here's the pond, and here's the creek upstream, and the house. We heard few fireworks last night. It was the least number of fireworks we've heard in years. Yeah, there was like a few between 8 and 9 p.m. and no big disruptive like midnight blast, which usually wakes me up. Sometimes I don't get, I think the first year we were here, I don't think I slept at all because, well, there's O. O is in his stall, waiting very patiently for breakfast. Anyway, I don't think I slept at all because the fireworks went off for so long. So I don't know what changed, whether people can't afford them, but in any event, if that's the case, I'm glad people are using their money wisely. So I'm gonna get to feeding the horses. Good morning again, everyone. I am walking back out to the barn to let the horses out from their breakfast feeding. I mentioned before that I feed them separately because of their different dietary needs, and I'm also trying to teach Bragi, my younger Mustang, some independence. You can see it's a nice day. It's cold. While I'm walking out here, I did want to talk about knitting. So what am I wearing? I am wearing a stocking cap that I knit years ago from a single skein of yarn. I bought the yarn and it came with a pattern at a store. I want to say it was Spooner, Wisconsin, that I bought this yarn. And around 2015 is my best guess. Not sure. It's a little bit small, but it stays on nicely with my headlamp. Part of it is I think it ended up in the washing machine with my barn clothes, which need a good washing, quite honestly. Here, I'll show you the creek in the daylight. This is the upstream. Whoops. See if I'm going the right. Nope, that's not the right direction. That's the right direction. Okay, so about knitting. I watched the Knit All the Yarn podcast this morning, and she is hosting 2 year-long KALs, and it is traditional and tempting to cast on something for New Year's. I'm kind of at a point. I have 4 projects on my needles now. Look, there's Bragi. Turn around. He's possibly been waiting there by the gate the whole time rather than eating his breakfast. Actually, both horses are out waiting. So I need to be more fair to Bragi. Yes, New Year's cast on. I'm not sure I am going to do that yet. Although one of her knit-alongs is a Stephen West MKAL knit along all year, just knit any one of his shawl KALs. And I found one that I like to replace the one I didn't like that I cast on the October KAL, the Geo Gradient one. I didn't enjoy knitting it, even after, whoops, sorry for the finger, even after the pivot. I hadn't even started yet, so that wasn't even a factor. It was just, I did not enjoy, it was just more repetitive than some of his patterns are, and I really enjoy the techniques that he puts together and the length of time it takes to knit one of those techniques in his pattern. So I'm thinking of doing, I put one of my favorites this morning, and I can't remember what it is. So I'll probably talk about it later. So I'm not going to, if you want information, go to Knit All the Yarn, Ravelry Thread community forum, and she has her 2 KALs. So she's also doing a scrappy KAL. I may do that too, because there's just lots of things that count for it, including Advent, and I have Advent going, so I may participate in that as well. So the sun is behind me, I'm backlit, I'm in the barn, I'm gonna let the horses out. I'll talk to you. Oh, just rolled. He is getting ready for a ride this afternoon. Aren't ya? Yeah, nice. Nice mud spot by your eyeball. I just did a short training session with Bragi on the cone game. They're both back in Odin's stall, working on his breakfast. So I've talked about the cone game before. It's a way to teach Bragi, give him a place to stand and wait. So it's a target. I use it as positive reinforcement, and it is leading up to his trailer training. So I'm walking back to the house now. I'm gonna reverse this. Okay. I was actually going to talk about knitting in this section because I don't think I'm going to show anything. I showed you my finished Christmas stocking, the Arne and Carlos Christmas stocking yesterday, and I'm working on my sister-in-law's slipper, but I don't really have anything else to talk about right now. Still undecided about whether I'm going to cast anything. I doubt I'm going to cast anything on today. I mean, let's be real. I am going to ride this afternoon, so I'll get some footage for that, but it probably won't show up until tomorrow's video because the ride doesn't start till 1:30 p.m. and then by the time I get home, feed the horses, think about dinner. Oh, actually, Randy's making dinner tonight. Probably not going to. I'll probably post this video before then. So, all that to say, this could be the extent of the New Year's Day vlog, which is also the 8th day of Christmas. So, have a great time. Love to hear about what your New Year's knitting plans are. Just show you the road to the barn. It's a little bit of a haul. Sometimes I walk back there and it's up and down hill, so that's why I'm a little out of breath. I'm trying to talk too. Sometimes that's how I get my exercises. Walking out to the barn about 10 times a day. So have a great day, everyone, and Happy New Year.